Hey there, Cancer! Welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as leave me a comment and let me know if this reading resonates with you. Alright, so basically today what we're going to do is we're going to start out with this new angel deck that I just purchased, and it has a lot of angels that I have never ever heard of. And so that really resonates with me, and it was just really nice deck. So let's go ahead and take a look. The first thing we're going to do though is we're going to pull some oracle cards from the Mystical Shaman Oracle, and one jumped out, the Sacrifice. Alright, and the Sun reversed. Alright, let's go ahead, and we're also going to pull an Archangel card. Now, I love these. I think my little supernatural kick got me really wanting some angel cards, so I started to work on my own deck, but that is so slow going. So I worked on the original Rider-Waite type of imagery, similar anyway. The colors and everything are going to be the same, but the symbolism we're going to try and stick with the same. But I don't necessarily want to rip off the original deck. I just want to be able to get the meaning authentic as I can. And then I also added the planets and the cardinal signs, or whatever type of sign, and whether or not it's associated with, you know, any other angels from other... Anywho, so I went ahead and got this one because it had a ton of information about angels, and I was just really digging it. Plus, it's got all these Enochian signs on the back of the card. And how cool is that? You can't see it. Alright. This is irritating me. Okay. Okay, so before we get started though, I wanted to show you this deck I have here. It's the Angel Kindness cards. There's nobody in the kitchen behind me. I don't know what the heck that was. Oh, I'm hoping that this just kind of knocked something over. Like, spirits, don't be mad at me, okay? Okay. Anywho, we've got this Angel Kindness deck, and that will be a choice for whoever is my first Patreon, who's a paying Patreon. We're going to give away the Tarot Illuminati or the Angel Kindness deck. And so we're going to do both of these are going to be a giveaway, but the first subscriber that is paying will have a choice of whatever they would like. And then if this happens soon, we're going to throw in this cute little book end, so that when you're reading, you can have something to hold your pages down, like so. And I love it. Don't you guys love that? Isn't that the cutest thing you've ever seen? Alright, so if you like this kind of thing, definitely like and subscribe. I'm going to be giving away a lot of this stuff because I have a snap maker now. What? Okay, so let's go ahead and start with the Sacrifice. Okay, so I'm going to try to just tell you about this card because it is very easy to remember this card because I've read it so many times now. So the Sacrifice is basically talking about the different things that different gods actually would rather have. So according to the Bible, Abel and Cain had both put up two different sacrifices. So one sacrificed the, I think it was an animal, and it was Abel. And God preferred this to Cain's sacrifice of vegetables and fruits. And greens and things of that nature. Whereas in the Native American, I think it's Native American, anywho, Quetzalcoatl is the god of, I don't know what god he is. This is exactly why I read it, because so much information. So anywho, Quetzalcoatl, I think, is a North American deity. And basically, he really liked more, he didn't want physical attributions. He did not need physical sacrifices, but he did like to have, positive thoughts, prayers, and things of that nature. It's kind of like the difference between hoodoo and voodoo right there, okay? So hoodoo doesn't really require a lot of sacrificing of physical things, but voodoo does. So if you're not careful in what you're praying to, you may end up having to, put forth a little more sacrifice than you had anticipated. Alright, so let's pull an angel card for you. And then we also have the sun card here, which is reversed. And, the sun is such a positive, beautiful card. It's all about love and light and illumination. And there's your angel, Salathiel. I can't really pronounce that very well. But there you go. Let's read the sun card reversed, because I'm not really familiar with the reversed of it, and then we will move forward. So the sun card, 53. There it is for you, in case you didn't see it. I don't think I showed it to you. The sun card reversed, number 53. I really love this deck. This isn't my new one. I've had this one for a while. But the cards are so pretty. And it has a lot of Native American information that is so close to my roots. Alright, so the essence. The sun is acknowledged by many cultures as the foremost masculine force. In other traditions, it is seen as the feminine in her full power. Either way, it is the most brilliant light for all beings and allows life to sprout from the darkness. Feminine earth energy. It can be gentle and warming, close to sunrise or sunset, fall or winter. It can be destructive as in its zenith during the scorching summer. Yeah, it is already really, really hot here in Mississippi. If you haven't prepared for the heat yet and you're in another part of the country, and get ready because it's coming, okay? It's so hot. And the medicine is, have you been shining your light too long? Have you been shining your light too long? Okay. Remember that daylight is only half of the day. The night must have her equal time, and she offers us her gifts as well. Be careful not to be blinded by your light or by the light of others. Do not become enamored with yourself or worship others. Beware of your shadow. Revel in your midday glory, but do not be afraid of the waning of the light at dusk. Okay, don't be afraid of the dark. That's a pretty good call. I like that. When I was a kid, I was very afraid of the dark. I was just so certain that something was going to get me for real. I would cry. I thought that I had a couple creepy dolls whose eyes moved like this. Baby Susu, in case any of you went to my house and saw that when I was a kid. Those 80s dolls, they when you move their head up and down, the eyes, wow, very creepy. Very creepy, okay. Baby Susu, oh, her was so cute though, her had the prettiest blue eyes. Alright, so I need to go get that back from some folks who have it. Salathiel, if you're watching this and you have my baby Susu doll, bring it back. Solithio, my sister, let some people, moved in with some folks and left it there. 29. Okay. Solithio, devotion, is the angel of contemplation and devotion. His name means prayer of God, and he is known as the intercessor, illustrated in his oracle card as a peace-loving Tibetan monk. This archangel is special guardian of those who have been ordained or who are qualified as spiritual teachers. This gentle being comes to us about the importance of prayer. Solithio shows us how to see every aspect of our lives as sacred and worthy of devotion. Even the most mundane, everyday activities can be embraced as a form of devotion or in a sacred ritual. The message from Solithio is, your whole existence is sacred. Let your heart lead you. Devotion comes in many different shapes and forms, and walking barefoot on the grass can be a form of prayer. All right. It says, how to meet Solithio. Solithio. Close your eyes. Ask Solithio to be with you in honoring and devotion. Ask him to send his white flame into your heart and show you some of the ways that you are already living in a state of devotion in your daily life. Think of the things that you enjoy doing, especially the ones that set your soul alight. Perhaps you love to sing in the shower, write poetry, draw, dance, or paint. Maybe your relaxation time involves cooking, knitting, or gardening. Anything that can bring you into focus, state of attention can also can be seen as a form of meditation. And when you add in a positive intention, it becomes a prayer. The next time that you find yourself doing an activity that you enjoy, say a little prayer and pour the energy of your joy into the intention, knowing that it will be answered. Spend time meditating in this white healing ray. Open your eyes. Okay. And there's also the Diamond Fire Alchemy, Incense of Intercession. All right, so it says, become the angel. All right, I'm not going to read all that. If you really want that information, then I'm going to leave a link, an affiliate link, so that you can purchase these online. Apparently this is a brand new one, so I'm not sure you can get it online yet, but I found it at Books A Million. And last but not least, we've got your card, Cancer, for your astrological sign. This thing is killing my ear, y'all. Oh my goodness. Whew. It's killing me. Cancer. We're gonna read your card. Wherefore art thou, Cancer? Here we go. Here we go. Oh, I love this. This is so beautiful. And it's got seashells on the page here with this Cancer reading. All right. And it says, the astrological glyph looks like a 6 and a 9. I'm sure you're familiar with that. The planetary ruler is the moon. The house is the 4th house. And the opposite zodiac sign is Capricorn. So you may not really get along with Capricorns too well. I'm a Capricorn moon, in case you don't really resonate with these readings. Okay. Symbol, shells, pearls, moonstones, willow, and sand. In astrology, where Cancer appears in our natal chart is where our nurturing instincts manifest. The goal of the sign is for things to be just and right. And as she is largely connected to the wounds of the past, mothering and caring for the old pain is an integral part of Cancer's purpose in our lifetime. Yes, I have quite a few Cancers that I know that suffer with just a lot of things that they're carrying around, old burdens. And go ahead and take those burdens and put them down. Okay, you can't carry those around all your days. All right. Being ruled by the moon, she directly relates to the emotional the emotional matters that are expressed in two ways, outwardly and inwardly. Outward expression is when Cancer feels comfortable and sharing her feelings regardless if they are positive or negative. Inward expression is when Cancer retreats deep into her shell and refuses to communicate out of self-preservation. In a reading, the crab asks that you molt, M-O-L-T, molt from your shell and be vulnerable in the realm of emotions. It's okay to bring your armor with you in case you need to retreat, but taking those first steps is important to your growth. Self-care is more than just working on your exterior. It takes vulnerability and creativity, and the path to tranquility is not a straight line. Sometimes you need to take a few steps to the side and observe your feelings or the feelings of others. Just resist the urge to act on the offensive. Lashing out may feel like self-preservation, but you'll end up hurting the people that you care about. Nurture, mother, protect. These are your keywords. Tender, receptive, insecure, moody, grudge, smothering. The crab. Alright, so I hope this resonates with you. And if you are feeling moody or smothering or any of these negative ones, just know that this is not who you truly are. There's something in your life that has become a catalyst in this type of behavior. And whenever you see that, I say, let the person know that they are being a catalyst to you spinning out of control. It's okay to tell the truth. It's okay to admit that, because it's better than actually spinning out of control. Excuse me there. I had to get a drink of water. Okay, so I think that's about it. I wanted to also show you this deck I've been working on and kind of tell you how all these cards tie in together. So, I'm trying to do, I'm thinking about publishing this as kind of like a study guide for tarot, because it is extremely hard to learn these if you have to open a book and read it, and I know that it's hurting my channel much, having to read these. Now, I do feel like it's easy, it really is pretty easy to just take a picture, look at it, and throw that meaning out there. But your biases, your opinions about these people or these situations does kind of come off in the readings. So that's why I like to read it, because it keeps me from letting my personal experiences or my intuition drive the reading. Of course, your intuition drives the reading regardless, but especially if you've had bad experience with people, you don't want that to make your reading biased. But you also do have these feelings towards the signs, and it's hard to ignore that. But you just still want to give solid ground advice. So, whenever you're looking into a card, for example, the card that is based the entire the entire zodiac is based upon this. The entire tarot card spread is based upon the Fool and the journey of the Fool. So when the Fool goes walking too close to the edge, and let's just say that the doggy did grab his pants and or boot, and he fell, and maybe he did fall slightly off the cliff here, but he didn't die. He was able to pull himself back up and get back on the road. That's a lesson learned. And each and every card gets one step closer to the last card, which is the World card, meaning you've seen the world, you've been there, you've done that, you understand that. And it doesn't mean that you have so many biases that you can't see straight anymore. But the more that happens to you, the more it does affect you. And the more that you lose, the more that you hold on to. So you have to take this into consideration when you're dealing with others, and I do too. But you can't let it control your life, right? All right, so basically, I just wanted to give y'all a little, it's so weird how much information you can find. Some cards have a ton of information, and some cards have very, very little information, and some cards even have angels right on the front, so it makes it very easy to make these connections between, okay, so this is how it works. So we know that Temperance is a water sign, right? It's associated with the water sign. See, the cups are associated with the water sign. So he's got one cup, he's pouring it into the other cup, and it's associated with Jupiter. See how it says Jupiter there? Jupiter is Sagittarius, which is a mutable sign, a water sign. And that's how you get your positive emotions based off of Sagittarius. So positive would be balance and harmony. So on the top I put balance and harmony. And then on the bottom, the opposite would be lack of balance or extremes or fragility. So you might be tempted with the Temperance card to do something that you might regret. But let's just, so I went ahead and, these are not finished. These are barely started. So I worked on them for 2 days. And these are the only ones I've got done. It's such a huge deck. But anywho, when I get these finished, I'm going to publish them and put all this information on there for each sign and the cardinal direction, fixed, or here's a really good one, the Strength card. And now this one has a whole new meaning to me now that I've seen Carol Baskin. Okay. So I always think of Carol Baskin now that I see this card, even though none of the Leos in my life remind me of Carol Baskin at all. Although, I wouldn't piss them off, right? Okay? They will turn their back on you forever. Alright, so, Scorpio, y'all come back and see me, and I hope that you enjoyed this reading. If there's any other questions or comments that I missed, please just leave me a comment below and I'll be happy to cover it.